Chief Secretary.
Yes, Madam Presiding Officer, and I am elated to answer this question because I know the minority leader has been getting his information from his fake news agents online. And so I've been seeing figures floating around that I don't know anything about, but I must note that I asked for permission to show photos in the House as per required by the standing orders, and I'm happy that we are also going live, and I'll ask for these photos to be queued accordingly on the monitors so you can see the photos of what we inherited as the Chief Secretary's residence and what we did and the cost for what we did. So first up, the photos you see are of the driveway. For some reason, it wasn't properly done, and it resulted in every time a vehicle or an individual pass in the area, tar was getting into the garage area and into the residence itself, which meant that the staff at property had to keep paying to refinish the wooden floors, paying to clean tar off the tiles inside. And so a request was made to the Division of Works that is responsible for government quarters number 25. This is government quarters number 25. To repair the driveway, I will give the cost shortly. The next photo will show the awnings around the house. It will show that all the brackets holding up the awnings and parts of the awning is severely rusted. You can cue the photo, please. The awning is severely rusted out. That is yet to be fixed. So I pray God that it doesn't drop on anybody's head, especially my wife's head while we are there, because the state will have to compensate me for this. Next set of photos I would like to show will be of some of the air conditioning units at the residence. Can we cue those photos, please? We had AC units that were all rusted out. We have about 2 different photos of AC units rusted out. And so air conditions had to be replaced, in particular the air conditions attached to the maid quarters. I can't be in cold breeze, and those that come to work for less salary than me be uncomfortable. It must be equality across the board. Next photo I wish to show the house will be of the rusted out burglar-proof gate at the home office, which is adjoining to the master bedroom where my wife and I sleep. And this, I'm told, was rusted out like this through several chief secretaries. So this burglar-proof had to be replaced. In fact, it was taken down and replaced with an electronic keycard system. I will share the cost in a short while. That will allow for security without putting up a burglar proofing that will naturally succumb to the elements of the Atlantic in that area. Next photo will be of the office there at the residence. And at the office, in that photo, you will see where the legs of the table all went out. The drawers couldn't close properly. There was a patch in the arm of the chair and other breakage within the furniture. The chairs were reupholstered as opposed to the new ones being purchased, and a new table was procured. I'll give the cost in a short while. Next up, we have photos of the infamous tub that Commerce and Facebook said we spent $100,000 on. In the master bedroom, the top fixtures were broken, and efforts were made to return to the supplier to get the fixtures and could not get the fixtures, so a replacement tub had to be purchased. Additionally, in that photo, you will also see where at some point we had to patch in a different color, a different type of tile in the background to treat with a plumbing fix. And it must be known that when this tub was moved out, some more tiles had to be replaced because we could not get back the exact size of tub as was there previously. Next photo we will show will be of the flag poles, and one of the flag poles prior to arrival was already down. So in contravention of all protocols, the flags were were being hoisted in a manner that contravenes the protocols because one of the flagpoles fell down. And if you look at the base of the flagpoles in one of the photos, you will see where the bolts were rusted out from the existing flagpoles. So we needed to replace the bolts and replace the flagpoles. Next up, the more infamous pool that Commerce and Facebook said we spent $5 million on. I'll give the real cost. The pool, we had to make a decision between cleaning the pool and having to change the tiles or leaving the pool as is. We cleaned the pool and we procured the exact blue mosaic tiles and replaced only the tiles that fell out due to the cleaning, because this is a significant backup of calcium and limestone and so on. And we also procured extra blue tiles. So in the future, all that needs to happen is just replace the tiles that drop out in the process of cleaning. Additionally, next photo, I want to show some of the furniture around the residence. The pool furniture, you can see they were all bent out of shape, washed out and faded. Next, I will show the gate at the entrance. Next photo, the gate at the entrance, some lattice work that were all busted up, and one of the internal showers where the tile, the wall was busted up, the shower head was falling off. I will let you know, Madam Presiding Officer, the gate is still not fixed. Up to yesterday, up to last night upon arrival, the security had to come out and push the gate. So I could be there late at night, and it will mean that anybody, gunman, anybody could hold us up at the gate because the automatic system is not working and the base of the gate is rusting out. The shower was repaired, the lattice work was repaired. I will give the cost of that. And then I have two other sets of photos of some of the furnishings in the residence. We have the living room chair. Can we show it, please? Living room chair, all tattered up, ripped up, burst up. And so we had to replace the living room chair. We had an upholsterer came and fixed the dining room chairs, but we could not save the living room chairs. Next slide will show some other furniture. I don't know who was residing here and what they were doing with the furniture, but this is the state of the furniture. We met there, all busted up, sponge coming out of the chair, pea stains on the furniture. And I don't know about you, Madam Presiding Officer, but where I live in Speyside, my father does upholstery, and none of our furniture, as poor as we may be, they don't look like this. And so I prefer to live in Speyside with my proper furniture than live in this. But as the case is, this is government quarters number 25. It does not belong to Farley, Chavez, Augustine. It belongs to the people of Tobago. And sadly, like the other government quarters, they were not managed properly, were not maintained properly. I will let you know, as per your question, the Executive Council does not have to approve a scope of work for any government quarters. Government quarters are to be maintained under budget line item 21, repairs and maintenance of buildings. And for this fiscal year, under repairs and maintenance of buildings, the fiscal allocation is $3.2 million. Simply put, the cost was service under what was estimated for and budgeted and approved by the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago. The total cost, and allow me to give you a breakdown of the total cost by cost of the work, so that we're transparent and we're very, very clear in what they are. The stone facade exterior restoration, that came in at a cost of $9,406.94. To fix planks on balcony step, that was $547. The flagpole restoration and the installation of a new one, total $8,434.13. The walkway from the security booth to the main house, paint, $300. Pool cleaning and mosaic tile replacement, a total of $17,160. Get the cost correct. There was no $5 million there. Replacement of non-functioning pool lights, $525. Replacement of damaged lattice work, $4,357.50. Cleaning tiles at the portico, $500. Cleaning fixtures and fittings smudged with paint, $120. The resheething of the driveway, I'll give you the cost one time. That is $78,125.67, and that was done in-house by the division. Replacement of all the weathered hinges around this sunroom, all were rusted out, sorry. The total cost, $2,875.20. Replacement of all the weathered door handles. They were all rusted out and the locks were not working. And the total cost was also $2,875.20. AC repairs and installation, $10,327.50. Cleaning, keypad security door for the study or the home office is $6,546. The office desk, the new one is $4,525. The glazing work, mirrors, bathroom enclosures in all the bathroom, and all the plumbing fixtures that were changed out, total $83,216.25. Installation of new shower mixer in the master bath, and that is the thing with the dial that you turn for the shower on top or the pipe down below. That is $3,806.88. The master bath tub replacement. Let me pause here so that people will know it's not any $100,000, as the minority leader friends are telling him. The master bath tub replacement and installation totaled $12,370.52. The replacement of the tiles in the master bathroom, eventually we had to replace all the surrounding wall tiles, but we left the floor tiles and we tried to patch in a similar floor tile in the area where some were missing, but the replacement of tiles total $12,508.27. Built-in cabinetry for microwave and mini fridge in the master bedroom, that is $3,285. URP did that, by the way. Shelving in the master walk-in closet for towels and sheets, that was also done by URP at a cost of $500. Transport from Trinidad to site for Trinidad purchases, $6,062.50. The refinishing of the living room floor, that is wooden floor, to be sanded, patched where it needs to be patched, and restained, that's $21,870.40. Repainting of external side to the main entrance door, $427.50. Repair chips to bed frame and door. We repaired the beds in the other rooms, but we changed out the bed in the master bedroom because I'm not sleeping on the same bed the former Chief Secretary slept on. Those repairs total $50 for the other beds. And I will tell you, to date, the Division of Infrastructure and Urban Development spent $212,319.39 in the repairs, well below a quarter of what is in the budget to treat with repairs and maintenance of buildings with regards to government quarters. I will let this House also know that there are several other things to be done. I mentioned the awning, not yet done. There was also a need to do an attachment between the main house and the maid quarters, so one doesn't have to go through rain to get to where the laundry is. Not yet done. The wash sinks inside of the washroom that have all decayed, those concrete sinks, not yet done. The fencing, the back fencing around the perimeter that the security services have advised is way too low, and that some neighbors' cows butt in, not yet repaired or replaced. We haven't even considered a secondary exit. I will also let you know that none of the camera systems at the residence none of them are working, not one of them at all working. And so, just like any other government quarters, works will take its dead time to do whatever it does. And it may get done this year, it may get done 20 years from now, but that is in true works fashion. It is government quarters number 25, and it will be treated with just like any other government quarters, I guess.
Minority Leader.
Chief Secretary, notwithstanding your very skillful ability to deflect from the questions asked, I am still yet to hear whether any works, any of the scope of work was outsourced and what was the procurement process to treat with that.
Chief Secretary.
Madam Presiding Officer, none of the questions asked by the minority leader on the order paper asked me to differentiate between what was outsourced and what was done internally. The last time I checked, I could read, and I went to Bishop's High School, and I am certain the minority leader was in a class somewhere next to me. Perhaps not in my class, but he was in a class somewhere next to me. And none of the questions he asked on the order paper asked for that. But let me attempt to help him in terms of what was done internally and what was outsourced. Right. So, the stone facade exterior restoration, outsourced. Fixing of the planks on the balcony, done internally by works. Flagpoles, done internally by works. The walkway from the security booth to the main house, done internally by works. The pool cleaning and mosaic tile replacement, outsourced. The lights in the pool, done by works. The replacement of the lattice work, done by works. The cleaning of tiles in the portico, that was done by the same folks that did the pool. The cleaning of fixtures, smudged by paint, done by works. Driveway, done by works. All the weathered hinges and door handles, those were outsourced. The AC repairs, done by works. The security keypad, outsourced. The office desk was by a local supplier. The glazing work in the bathrooms, the changing of the mirrors, the bathroom enclosures, the fixtures, those were all outsourced. The shower mixture, that was installed by works. The tub, the infamous tub, was installed by works. The replacement of tiles in the bathroom was done by works. The built-in cabinetry for the microwave and mini refrigerator, that was done by works. Shelving in the master closet, that was done by works. The transportation between the islands to bring stuff procured in Trinidad was outsourced. The refinishing of the living room floor, that's the wooden floors, that was outsourced. The repainting of the external side of the main entrance door, that was done by works. The dining room table, I did not mention it before because no cost was attached to that in the actual scope sent across this morning by engineer Mr. Martin. But I will let you know that the goodly folks at URP, it isn't coffins alone that they can build. They built a fantastic and sturdy dining room table, well polished at no cost. The repair chips to bed frame and doors, that was done by Works. The reconstruction of shelving.
Member for Darrell Spring, you are interrupting. Now I understand your enthusiasm. However, you ask the question, allow the Chief Secretary to answer, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, and the repair to chips to the bed frame and the door, that too was done by Works. So you can see the majority was done by Works, and because that was not an original question on the order paper, I did not ask the engineer at Works who did the work, Mr. Martin, to provide that information in terms of the procurement process. But what I did was to simply send the question as is down to Works, and they supplied the responses that I shared today.